Welcome, Accounting Boffins, you with Ashraf Patel and the team. We are doing a section called VAT, Value Added Tax. The acronym is VAT. It stands for Value Added Tax. Okay, now, what is it that we need to know about VAT? Remember we said that, think about this, when you go and buy something, the item that you are buying, because you are the end user, you are going to be paying the VAT on that item. So therefore, you are indirectly paying VAT on some goods and services, right? So as a consumer, as an end user, and that is why we say accounting is a life skill. So you know exactly when you're walking into a shop to buy something for yourself, you will be able to know what amount of VAT you've paid. Your till slip will indicate the amount of VAT that was charged on that good or that service. Okay, so now, let's look at a broader picture of VAT. What goes into VAT? What is it that you should know about VAT? Firstly, your rate of VAT, which is currently obviously 15%, right? Then you get VAT obviously on goods and services. You get some items that are zero rated. You get some items that are VAT exempt. Now, there's a distinct difference between VAT exempt and zero rated, but more about that just now. Then obviously, you're going to get a VAT control, which deals with input VAT. That's the amount of VAT that you as a VAT vendor has paid, right? And you're going to get output VAT. That's the amount of VAT that you as a VAT vendor has collected. And obviously, that will feed into your VAT control account, which will determine whether you owe SARS or SARS owes you. Right, so that's just a concept map for you in terms of VAT. What are the key concepts that you need to know? The question is, why does the South African government levy taxes? Why do we have to pay taxes? As citizens, why must we pay taxes? Obviously, the government is responsible to ensure that the country has efficient roads, hospitals, schools, law and order, welfare services, and many more. So therefore, what happens is taxes are charged to all citizens and businesses in the country in order to provide us with an efficient network of services. The tax money that is collected by the government is used for the country. For example, education, our police force, defense, hospitals, roads, emergency situations. So therefore, if SARS is defrauded, it means that they will not collect all the monies and this will obviously then impact on the government's delivery of services. And that is why it's important for you as Joe citizen to ensure that you pay your taxes. Now there are different types of taxes that we are subjected to. And let's go through each one of them so that we understand exactly what are the taxes that we pay. Obviously, this is company tax, which is levied on all companies in South Africa, right? Then you get personal income tax. Everyone that earns a salary of more than 40,000 per year, obviously this figure is adjusted from time to time. You're not expected to know that figure. What you're expected to know is that every person who earns a salary, obviously the amount will determine, which is determined at government level, for which is the minimum amount before you start paying the taxes. You will see, if you need that figure, you actually go into the tax tables and you will find it. And like I say, it's adjusted on an annual basis, right? So if you fall in the category of paying taxes, then obviously you're going to have to pay your PAYE. It's called pay as you earn, and that's the amount that you will pay from your personal income towards SARS. Then you get import taxes. Self-explanatory. If you're importing certain items, then there are taxes that are attracted by those items. So when you buy something abroad and you come through with it, obviously you have to pay taxes. If you're importing and you're importing a product to be sold in South Africa, you're going to be paying import taxes. All of these, we know, are incomes for SARS. Then you have excise duties levied on certain items that the government wishes to restrict, for example, cigarettes, alcohol, and sugar. So these are, they want to limit the usage, and therefore you have, which sometimes referred to as a penalty tax. That means you're paying taxes on items such as cigarettes, alcohol, and sugar, etc. Okay. Then you also get a fuel levy, right? This one is it's interesting to read about it. And one of the things I would implore you to do is read about the fuel levy and find out how much does the government charge on fuel, also to raise funds, and you will be surprised to find out what the amount of the fuel levy actually amounts to. So a bit of homework for you here, do some reading on the fuel levy. Then you get estate duties. It's levied on the value of a person's wealth when they die, right? That amount also forms part of the coffers. It filters into the coffers of SARS as part of their income. Then you get transfer duties. It's levied on the purchase price of a house or a building. That fee also is adjusted from time to time. Once the value of a property is above a certain amount, you have to pay a transfer duty, which is also a tax that is levied by the state. Okay, now you come to VAT, which is value added tax. And obviously that's a section that we will be doing. It's paid by everyone when buying or selling on cash or credit, right? So clearly you can see the transaction that you are involved in would attract VAT. Obviously, there are certain exclusions, but more about that just now. So, in terms of what we've done for VAT so far, we find the following. Let's recap what we've done in this segment. 1, the rate of VAT in terms of our percentage is 15%. This figure also is adjusted when the Minister of Finance delivers his budget speech. Sometimes you find that the VAT rate increases. It used to be 14%, and now it is standing at 15%. Okay, VAT is applicable to some goods and services. I'm saying some because obviously there are exclusions. What are the exclusions? You get zero-rated items, you get VAT-exempt items. Most important for you to remember is that input VAT is the VAT that you pay and you claim back from SARS. Output VAT is the VAT that you collect and you pay over to SARS. So very important, keep this in mind, that you as a VAT vendor, you act as an agent on behalf of the state. So you pay your VAT, which you claim back from SARS, and you collect VAT, which you pay over to SARS. So your input, output VAT eventually feeds in to your VAT control account, and this account will tell you whether you as a business owe SARS money or SARS as the government owes you money, depending on whatever happens in your VAT control account. Okay guys, that's it for this segment. Let's take a quick breather. We'll be back in a jiffy.